Hello. OCD can generate anxiety through sensations and thinking and thoughts. But after the first appraisal, so after you have these OCD sensations and OCD thoughts, then an anxiety, you will revalue these thoughts and you will value these thoughts and or appraise these thoughts and sensations as something dangerous, something problematic, then an anxiety will be generated. But now, if there is another mechanism called emotional reasoning, then you will generate or you will make a second appraisal. You will generate thoughts affected by this by your emotion now. So your emotion now is an anxiety, your feelings now is an anxiety. Okay, there are of course differences between emotion and feelings, but now I will consider them as one thing. So you have now a feeling of anxiety, and because of that feeling, you will also tend to this will filter or color your glasses like a filter or like a glasses, and then this anxiety, this emotional thing, will color also your thoughts. So it will generate another thoughts of danger, and by this OCD will maintain itself. Normally when we feel fear, then there is something dangerous. But in emotional reasoning, we begin to reason and think about danger because we are anxious. Okay? But why we are now anxious? Because of OCD signal, because of the deceptive signal. So in the normal life, we feel fear, then we will think or we will know that there is something danger outside. But now in emotional thinking, okay, you tend to think about danger and you believe that there is danger because you feel something is dangerous. So these thoughts will be created by your emotion. So you will say to yourself, I feel anxious, therefore there must be something to fear. That means you take your emotional state, your feelings about danger as a proof that there is really a physical danger, that there is really a danger. So if you are talking with someone and suddenly you feel stupid and boring, then you must be. This is a proof, an OCD proof, that you must be stupid and boring. Uh, I can give some example. It goes like that. I am anxious. You said to yourself. You use an anxiety as a proof. You say to yourself, I am anxious because uh, I am doing bad thing and will go to hell. This is for religious OCD or scrupulosity. Because you feel anxious, then you will say to yourself, OCD say to yourself, you will get these thinking and thoughts that I have heard, I'm doing something bad. Okay, this is why I feel an anxiety. I'm doing something bad, and that means I will go to hell, or I will go to hell because I'm feeling an anxiety, because I'm feeling anxious. Then I will go to hell. This is for religious OCD. For harm OCD, for example, you feel anxious, then you will say to yourself, I have hurt someone. or I will hurt someone, definitely. Okay, so this is a proof that you will hurt someone, you are going to hurt someone, or you have already hurt someone. Or in the contamination or dirt OCD, you get the anxiety, and directly, immediately, you will say to yourself a lot of thoughts generated to yourself. Then you will be sure that, then you will say to yourself, there are bacteria on my body, there are bacteria or germs on my hand. So these thoughts will be generated from the emotion, from the feeling of anxiety, from emotional reasoning. Okay, sometimes emotional reasoning, but also we can also call it sometimes sensational reasoning, because sometimes, like in sexual OCD, you can get some sensation in your body, especially in the sexual area in your body. You can get these sensations, and you will use these sensations as a proof to generate thoughts like, really I am that and that, really I am pedophile, really I am homo, that's a proof that I am homo. And a lot of thoughts will be generated in your brain. So emotional reasoning means that, or sensational reasoning means that reasoning, thinking process will be initiated, colored by your emotion now. If you feel now fear and anxiety, then thoughts will be generated uh, according to your, of course, to your sensitive OCD theme. So if you have a harm OCD, another thought will be generated than if you have a religious OCD or contamination or dirt OCD. Okay, so it depends also on the theme. It depends definitely on the theme. Okay, you will use these sensations, these emotions, as a proof that there is a lion. You, okay, you are afraid now. You are afraid now. You are scared now. Then you will say to yourself, "What I see now is a lion, and not an image of lion." Okay. Uh, if you feel now uh, anxious or scared, you feel fear, then this will be an OCD proof to you that you will go to hell if you have a religious theme in your OCD. Okay, what should you do about emotional thinking? How should you react to that? I will give you an exercise that you uh, try to notice whenever you are about to do something based completely on your feelings. So be aware when you are going to do something, when you are going to behave, to do something, a behavior based 100% or mostly or completely on your feeling, based on your feeling, and not only and not based on your real proofs. You have real proofs. You have real logical proofs. Okay, whenever you notice, you catch yourself that you are going to do these things based completely or based solely on feelings, then be aware. Relabel it as an OCD feeling or an anxiety OCD, and then reattribute it to an emotional thinking error. Okay, an emotional thinking error or sensational thinking error, and this is not really me. This is not really my real my real feelings, my real thinking. This is not what I really want to think from inside. This is not me who thinks and feel that. This is something else. This is a structure called emotional reasoning or OCD reasoning or like that. Bye bye and take care.